Alright guys, DJ the Guildmaster, Westmoreland Gamers Guild. Today again with Samurai Greg. We're playing, let's say another urban board. I said, go ahead Samurai, surprise me. So we're in the desert this time. I think he wants to go back at it in the urban environment again. So we have like another old urban city. You guys seem to like those videos. Samurai setting up his force. We're playing 120 points. We haven't rolled up mission yet. Probably something out of the book. I'll go over my force. It's basically the same force from last time me and him played. So I have at the core an M1 Abrams formation with 7 M1 IPs. So the little up armored Abrams, supported by 1 Bradley platoon at full strength with 3 dragons. Also in the formation, set of Scout Bradleys, as well as 2 hammerheads and 3 mortars. And that's the formation itself. Formation support has 1 set of paladins with not mines, but bomblets, guided munitions, an FO, and 2 air cobras with TOW 2 missiles. I have to because of the formation having TOW 2s. This case, 4 Val 136s. Last time it was 2, and minus the air cobras. 1 attack Humvee section, and then 2 fire support TOW armed 2 TOW launchers. This comes up to 120 points. So this is what I'll be fighting on this board over here, and we'll be back when the Samurai has his force deployed or ready. Alright, so what's that?
Not meant to be easy.
No. So alright, we have the Samurai's force, and then we'll go over the mission. Go ahead and let us, what all do you have? What are you running today, Greg?
Okay, well, I'm running my BIMP battalion.
Okay.
9 BIMP 2s. I don't know where my other BIMP 3, but it's gonna be 9 BIMP 3s.
Okay.
I changed it up a little bit. I put 6 T-64s in.
Oh, okay.
And I got a frogfoot.
Okay, so you have 2
frogfoots on the board.
Okay.
And then I'm running the shock company.
Okay.
It's gonna be 5 T-80s.
All right.
With Hurricanes.
Okay.
The BIMP OP.
All right.
2 more frogfoots and 2 Hinds. No landing company or anything. It's just basic 2 Hinds.
Now, for the frogfoot, could you take 2 groups of aircraft, or is it just 1 aircraft choice?
That's what I'm not sure.
It'll say in your force order. We'll go over it off camera. But the mission we're going to play today is, unfortunately, I'm defender and Samurai's attacker. It's going to be Old Bridgehead. So that's our deployment zone. So some of the stuff that's going to go on in Bridgehead. Yeah. So I get to deploy 1 minefield for every 25 points, which is nice. But I have deep scouter reserves and 1 ambusher unit, which is really going to hamper me. Seeing how with deep reserves, it's a tank unit with armor 4 or higher. And as you can see over there, I have 6 of the upgun Bradleys and 7 Abrams. So I'm going to have to figure something to bring out. And my helicopters are off the board. So I'm going to have very little on the table when it comes time. So we're going to go ahead and consult the book, figure out which side we're going to be deploying on, and we will be back.
Sweet.
Alright, so we have our deployments. So you guys aren't losing your mind because of where my miniatures were placed and where the Samurais were. We just picked up the table and just spun it around. So here's my deployment. Because of deep scattered reserves, literally all but 1 group of 3 Abrams, which are in ambush, are off the board right now. But they do come in, I have to keep rolling for them. So my Scout Bradleys, my Bradley, not the platoon itself, but the transports, both Air Cobras, and my commander and the other 3 Abrams are off board. So I guess we're playing this as we're coming up on a city, and we got here first, but we're barely holding on. So Samurai placed both objectives, one here in this building, one here next to it. I placed my infantry inside of that building with my mortars behind it, paladins behind here, set of tow-armed Humvees on this edge, hammerheads on this edge with the FO, just kind of got a nice area to see from. My valve set up in the middle behind the building to give air cover to my entire force, my meager force, and up here attack Humvees. I also get minefields, so I placed a minefield here to kind of block that off. I placed 2 minefields here through the very opening to block it off. And on the far side, I placed another minefield along the corner to help slow down access from this road and this road leading into it. We'll see how it goes. We did have to adjust the Samurai's force a little bit, as in, instead of having 2 groups of 2 frog feetses, I know they're frog foots, we're calling feetses today.
They're feets.
We made a group of 4 instead. So let's go over to the other side of the table here, and we'll see what the Samurai has done for his deployment. So go ahead and walk us through your deployment there, sir.
Alright, so my deployment, the BIMP 2s are going to be here.
Okay, I see all your troops are mounted.
All my troops are mounted. This is the BIMP HQ.
Okay.
I got some Hurricanes behind some buildings.
Alright.
My OP is over here.
Okay.
I put the T-80s up in the middle of the board for you to play with.
Okay.
I got 1 hind behind the building. Actually, yeah, 2.
Yeah, that's a group of 2.
The building.
Okay.
All my BIMP 3s are here.
Okay.
My T-64s
Okay.
are over here. And I have my frog fetuses waiting to smash you.
Okay, so
Reserve.
all right, so you get to go first, I believe.
Correct.
And then we will see how it goes. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, you too.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can set the camera up a certain way to record the action. Probably not gonna be able to today, so all right, we'll be back. So Samurai, you're being a little bit cautious. Walk us through what happened, like what all that you did.
I just ran up the BIMP 2s 12 inches.
Okay.
I put my OPU behind the building.
Okay.
The T-80s went up 12 inches. I had a pot shot at your guys down there.
Okay.
I missed. I had a pot shot at your observer. Missed. The T-64s came over here.
Yeah, they had some shots of my paladins behind this building and missed.
Yeah, and I got a hind shot down.
You got 2 of them.
2 of them, actually, yeah.
So your hinds moved up, and they were going to fire at my building here at the salvo. But luckily, my valves behind their bubble were able to knock them both down.
Right.
Which is really lucky for me.
Right.
Going on to American turn 1. That was Soviet turn 1. There's still a lot of stuff I have to try to chew through.
Right.
All right, so we will be back. That was turn 1 for the Americans. We actually did a lot. So I rolled for reserves. Nobody came in. I did pop my ambush Abrams. Over here they focused. They knocked out 1 T-64 that was bailed out from my 2 Humvees. This guy had a shot down here. He bailed out one of the BIMP 3s, blew one up. The crew survived. Moving up. Oh, that was unexpected. Stuff just fell. Then moving over, using my infantry platoon in here, they fired a dragon shot over here and over here. Both missed, but I was able to call in smoke right across the front, so kind of obscuring his T-80s and his FO. Hopefully stop one more round of hurricane shooting. Then my FO over here stayed in place, ranged in my paladins, and knocked out 3 BIMP 2s. And killed like what, 1 guy I think out of it.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome. Hammerheads moved over here to hide behind the building. These guys actually, correction, The Val 136 has moved over here. The Hammerhead's blitzed. I was able to fire one round and knock out one of the other BIMP 2s that was bailed out from the artillery barrage. And my attack Humvees moved around the building to get around. So that was the end of turn 1 for both sides.
Right.
Really good American start.
It was.
Yeah. Going on to Soviet turn 2. Let's see what happens. Soviet turn 1, I got super lucky. We just talked about it. You're going to see a video with the samurai and a new character called Kane. You used up all your 6s.
Right, in that game last week.
So walk us through what you did, buddy.
All right, well, the T-64s came up.
Okay.
They shot at your tank down there.
You did bail out this guy right here.
I bailed him out. I couldn't kill him. Shot a missile from the BIMP 3 into the tank that has the orange on it.
Yeah.
Nothing. They popped off a missile down at the tank on the end.
Yeah.
They whiffed. My T-80s came up. One at the building, one at your tank. Whiff, whiff.
Yeah. That smoke really is messing you up right now.
A little bit,
It's
yeah.
going away this turn, though, so.
Yeah. You're just going to drop it next turn. So.
Well, I only have one more unit can drop smoke,
Sure.
and that's. I'm not sure if I want to the Paladins. I might use it for more infantry.
Right.
And then what'd you do over here with your BIMP 2 company? It looks like they unpinned and started moving around.
Yeah. One unpinned. They moved up a little bit. I'm
Okay.
being a little more cautious than I should be. Tried to pop off missiles into or my main guns
Okay.
into them, missed.
You missed the hammerhead, and then you fired in the infantry in the building and missed.
Right.
And then looks like you moved some RPGs into that set of buildings.
Yep.
And
They're
then
just gonna
infantry
hang
moved in and around this building.
So
Okay.
hopefully I'll get them up in the building next turn.
All right. And you failed to bring in your air vehicle.
Yes.
Your frog feetses.
Frog feetses.
All right. I'm gonna go on to American turn 2. My smoke goes away this turn, and now I'm debating whether I want to try to drop smoke again to force you to move, but it's going to be rough. All right, guys, we'll be back. One more turn of safety. So American turn, what was it, 2?
2.
So over here I kind of backed up. He's pushing hard with them T-80s and 64s. So my two of my guys were able to shoot. They knocked out and bailed out one T-64. My two-armed Humvees actually bailed out that one T-80 from the front. I was able to bail him out. Over here, I used my FO to rearrange in my arty in here to drop their smoke across the front, obscuring the T-80s and the FO again. And then I used my infantry to rearrange in the mortars on his infantry in the building. Didn't do anything. They did fire their dragons, though, and bailed out one BIMP 2, knocked one out. Infantry were safe. And then my attack Humvees drove over here behind. You can't see it, but the Quickie Mart. They drove behind the Quickie Mart in a flanking maneuver. And the one thing you all probably realized, none of my reserves came in again. All that is sitting off the board right now. Oh.
And I'm going to lose it. And I'm going to lose this game because they're all sitting off the board.
Well, you're going to be wrecking face here once you get inside of here.
Yeah.
I think you need to push up harder, Greg.
Right.
Because like I don't have enough threats to deal with all your stuff. The only thing keep me alive, honestly, I've been smoking your FO. This will be 2 consecutive turns now.
Right.
So that stopping you from ranging in with your hurricanes. The first turn you moved up, had you not moved up, you probably would have had a ranged in marker.
Probably.
We're going on to Soviet turn 3. You get to roll for your strike aircraft. You want to do that now?
I'll do that now.
4 up, buddy.
No.
Ooh, you're having the same problem I'm having. All right, we're going on to Soviet turn 3. Hopefully the samurai hit some minefields.
Oh, I have a cunning plan. Don't you worry.
Oh boy! All right, we'll be back, guys. That was Soviet turn 3. Samurai, your dice are cold, buddy.
Very cold.
Walk us through what you ended up doing maneuver-wise and the dangers of minefields.
Yeah, I said F the minefields. Bailed out. 3 T-80s got bailed out. The other ones got through.
Yeah, 3 drove right through it, no problem. 1 blew up, and then 3 got bailed out inside of there.
Right.
So,
they fired off a couple missiles. Nothing.
your T-64s moved up.
Right.
They did bail out my Abrams, knocked out a Humvee.
Right. Didn't do anything else.
A lot of your shots were just missing. You tried ranging in using your infantry on the corner of the building.
Right.
They failed to range in, which it's hard ranging in buildings.
Right.
Your T-80s drove through the smoke. 1 blew up, 1 bailed out in the minefields.
Right.
And then your infantry occupied this building, and your BIMP 2s moved up.
Right.
That's really much it.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
But still, though, it's still looking rough for me. I'm only going to be able to get 1 unit in this turn. So it just depends what I want to try to bring in. And plus, it comes in scattered, so I have no choice where it comes in at.
Yeah, that's kind of.
All right, we're going on to turn 3, Americans. Let's roll and see what. Thank goodness for a pity roll, so I'm getting 1.
There you go.
All right, guys. I got some bail back ins and some stuff. We'll be back, and then I got to see where they come in on. All right, we'll be back. All that smoke goes away too this turn.
Yeah.
So that's going to open up wide open for you.
Oh yeah, the frog feet never came in again.
Yeah, they didn't. Ugh. All right, we'll see what happens. Stuff and infantry. Right. So American turn 3, I got 1 group of Abrams on. Because of scattered, they deployed in that corner, and they knocked out 3 of the 4 T-64s. Then my other Abrams over here, they fired, knocked out 3 of the BIMP 3s that came up. Again, I can't hurt the T-80s right now. I have to wait. My infantry in the building fired a Dragon, missed. Or actually, no correction, they knocked out a BIMP 2. And the other guy that spotted over here on all the BIMP 3 stuck in the minefield failed the range in, which happens. Humvees sped up around here, so hopefully next turn I could get within range of the Hurricanes.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run away with them.
And then my Val 136s pushed out aggressively, fired at the guys in the buildings. I'm trying to clear them out. Did nothing. Hammerheads moved up onto the objective. I know they're wide in the open, but I'm hoping if that T-80 doesn't mount back up, I could probably put 2 TOW 2 rounds into it.
Mm-hmm.
This is going on to turn 4 Soviets.
Right.
You want to roll for your aircraft? You want to do it on or off?
I know what's going to frickin' happen.
Well, if it comes on...
No.
Oh, let's go 4 from here.
That was
It's a 4 from here. It's a 4 from here.
Okay, it's a 4 from here.
All right, we'll be back. Right. So all of a sudden, the Soviets came alive. Greg, tell us what all you did, Samurai. Your aircraft came in, and fun fact, we just did a video about how you strike aircraft, which the Samurai had watched, and he avoided all my anti-aircraft fire from my Abrams and my Vals, and knocked down Abrams clear on the other end there.
Right.
Which is pretty awesome. What else did you end up doing, Samurai?
My T came up, I'm sorry, my T-64 came up over there.
Yeah, you put a round to the side, but missed.
Missed. I moved some of the infantry up, couldn't bail in the the BIMP 3.
Yeah, you dumped all your infantry out the back ends, moving around, like a flanking.
Right.
And these infantry took over the building.
Right. These infantry came up and had a couple RPG shots. Nothing.
Okay.
These guys came up in a building.
With RPGs, you knocked out 2 of my Vals and bailed 1 out. So you did a number on them.
Yeah, I will take that.
Then you had infantry take over the mall here.
Right.
Infantry take over this building.
The missiles really didn't do anything.
Oh, you had chain guns you fired.
Or chain guns, yeah.
And then you moved up. The clutch play, though, your FO tried ranging in over here on these guys and just barely missed them.
Right.
He ranged in, but he needed 6s. I kind of wish Soviets had maybe a hair better FO, but then again, you get so many salvo
Exactly.
temp
Yeah.
weapons, it makes sense. Although you're getting a spot now where you're not going to be able to drop salvos.
Right.
And luckily, your aircraft, if your BIMP, or correction, if your T-64 hadn't got back in and moved,
Right.
you wouldn't have been able to target the Abrams.
Exactly.
But you did knock one out, which is pretty big for you.
Right.
We're going on to American turn 4. We will be back.
Does that stay on there? Or do I...
All right, so that was the end of American turn 4. I got my air cobras in. They came in on this corner, but because they have unlimited speed, flew over here to engage the Hurricanes. Humvees moved up and actually knocked out the Hurricanes themselves with miniguns, Mark 19s, and 50 cal. Over here, I failed to range in again on all that massive BIMPs and infantry. My mortars tried self-ranging in on this building. They failed to range in. Over here, my guys fired some machine gun fire into this building with Soviets from my Abrams, did nothing. I bailed out that T-64. Those two Abrams moved up, and with all their shooting, only bailed out the last BIMP 3 in the minefield. Not really, pretty lackluster. Hammerheads fired, knocked out that last T-80 over here, stuck in the minefield. These two, one got back in. They used all their machine guns, or their 20 millimeter Gatlings, knocked out those two BIMP 2s. And then we had some infantry from this building just within range of here and here. Just started firing machine gun shots at each other. Just maybe trying to catch a guy through a window. And my FO to get into a better spot because I can't range in to save a soul, went and drove over here so I can get into a better position hopefully for next turn. Going on to Soviet turn 5. Next turn the objectives go live.
Right.
I need to do something about them T-80s over there. So they're hard. I'm hoping maybe my air cobras can do something about that here.
Yeah, well, I hope my frogfoots.
Well, your frogfoots have anti-helicopter, so you can actually shoot that
Right.
air cobras down or knock out some more Abrams maybe. So we're going on to turn 5 Soviets.
Alright.
Alright, Samurai. Your frog feet came back in again.
Right.
Knocked out and bailed out another Abrams on the far side.
I'll take that.
Okay, so then what all did you end up doing? I see you started pushing all your infantry up. You assaulted some valves, knocked them out, looks like.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to get up on that objective, at least to contest it.
Okay.
Hopefully your infantry stays pinned and can't shoot at me.
Yeah, your PKMs took up residence in this building, and then them coupled with one of the T-80s pinned the infantry in the building.
Right.
Your other two T-80s put shots into the Abrams, did nothing. Your BIMP 2s or BIMP 3s unscrambled themselves.
Right.
Did nothing. Although your BIMP, or correction, your T-64 did remount, but he ran away.
Which, that was expected.
Right. And you had more infantry push up this way. This is going on a ball of turn 5. Next turn, the objective is live. So, we will be back. Alright. So, I had some more reserves come on.
These were pinned?
Yeah, they're pinned right there. So, turns are getting hot and heavy. My FO moved over here so I can get clear line of sight down this road, start calling in fire again. These guys came on, started firing their chain guns. Them, with the infantry in the building, pinned these guys right here, killed one Soviet in the open, and knocked out another BIMP 2. My other Abrams got back in, but failed morale and run away. Other guys over there just stayed there, put some shots towards the BIMP 3s and missed. My air cobras stayed in place, fired and bailed out one of the T-80s. And then my Humvees, to help maybe dig them guys out of the building, moved over up behind here. Probably could have shot at that FO, but I just realized he's there. We're going on a Soviet turn 6.
Right.
We'll be back. So it came down to turn 6. Since the The Samurai had a T-80 he kept there, still within there. These guys moved over, supported with all the infantry, which moved up into the buildings and ran out. He knocked out my Paladins.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention, and my Abrams are 5 inches out of the objective. So, Samurai captured it. And then you moved a whole bunch of infantry into these 2 buildings.
Right.
Bailed out, knocked out a Hammerhead.
Right.
And then over here, your aircraft came in, knocked out, and bailed out another, my reactionary force.
Right.
And then you pinned them guys with all your PKM fire.
Right. I'll take that.
That was a really good game, buddy.
It
came down to the wire.
It did.
So, what do you think, Samurai?
Once again, I think I'm a little too hesitant. I just gotta learn I'm going to accept casualties and just run up the board quicker.
With me not having any Abrams except for one set at the beginning of the game,
right?
Everything of yours that could get around a minefield should have just road dashed up. Honestly.
Yeah, I should have just gone straight through the minefields instead of waiting for 3 or 4 turns like I did.
And since your Hurricanes have smoke, first turn, instead of moving your FO, you should have dropped smoke like right in front of my line here somewhere.
Which I'm not used to doing. I mean,
yeah, I use smoke religiously.
Right.
You have to. What do you think of the frog feet? So that was your first time running them.
I like them. I mean, they do some damage.
Yeah, when they come in, you got lucky and they were coming in a lot.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game, man. Like,
yeah, it was fun. Definitely.
What really hurt me was all my stuff being off the board.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, we really came up with some of these scenario ideas.
They can't be easy.
Yeah, right. But I mean, you gotta have something on the board,
right?
You know.
All right, that was a good game.
It was.
So it's 120 point. What we call that? Was a breakthrough?
Breakthrough, yeah.
Or a beachhead. 120 point beachhead on another urban board, just in the middle of the desert.
Right.
All right, guys. If you like what we're doing, go ahead, like, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff people tell you to do. Until next time, this is the Guildmaster with
Samurai Greg.
All right, guys. You have a good one.
See you soon.